Hi guys, this is Josh again from SC2 Strategies, and hope you guys are doing alright today. Today we're going to be looking at a Zergling and Mutalisk combination instead of my original just Zergling rush. So here I am, I'm playing on the blue side. My opponent is also playing as a Zerg, and he is on the northeast corner of the map. So here I'm on faster times 3 in replay mode. And I put it on faster times 3 because I pretty much do my standard build order strategy in my Zergling Rush video, and I wanted this to all fit into one single 10-minute video. So here it's just fast forwarding. I send my created overlords not to scout the base because I already know what race and where he is. I just set it to scout the top and bottom entrances to my base via air, so I can see whether or not he's going to bring in any air units later on in the match. So here I create 2 extractors, begin to gather Vespin gas, and then shortly after I build my first spawning pool in just above my hatchery. So as we see here, my 3rd overlord comes up. We just see a lot of random drone movement. It's hard to sort of figure what anything else is doing. So here I send a drone to build in my natural expansion, and one of my overlords to scout the entrance to the singular entrance to my base. So here I get my drone to start my spawning pool about 4.5 minutes into the game. And as I'm still just gathering minerals to push with my Mutalisks, and because they take a lot of gas to build, I believe it's either 100 or 150 Vespin gas per Mutalisk that you need, also with 100 or 150 minerals along with that. So here I start the production of my Zerglings, and I also begin to build queens at both my bases in a short while. So here I switch it down to normal mode once I get my first Zerglings out, just so you can see exactly what I'm doing now. So I set them to rally at the ramp under my overlord into my natural expansion. And my natural expansion isn't to gather minerals at this point because I have enough gathering in my main base. I'm using them more to just to scout, and also just for the extra 3 larvae to create my Mutalisks and get my army going. So we see here at my ramp, because I don't have a big enough defense, I build a spine crawler just before the ramp. So this will provide a little bit of protection along with my Zerglings. I think now is the time that I start my queens. Oddly enough, this was a while ago before I realized how useful the queen ability to spawn more larvae is, and I haven't made full use of that in this replay. So as we see here, I'm still just making Zerglings and waiting, and then I'm about to build my spire soon. So I believe I have a good 20 or so Zerglings, maybe 30 at this point, which is pretty good. Sorry, 7. No, I didn't quite see that, but alright. I do my editing in Premiere Pro, and that's how I watch it, so I didn't really see the unit count there. So as we see some more Zerglings get ready and head out to my entrance ramp to my natural expansion. Here I start building my spire, and the spire enables me to create Mutalisks. At this point, I've also upgraded my main hatchery to a layer and researched metabolic boost, I believe. Something metabolic in the spawning pool. So at this point, yeah, I have about 30 Zerglings. Excuse me. I'm still just gathering, waiting for that spire to pop up so I can start my output of Mutalisks. And for this strategy, I'd say go for about, considering it's about 9 minutes into the game, go for maybe 6 Mutalisks for your initial attack. So, yeah, but I think I have 32 Zerglings in total, and I end up with 6 Mutalisks along with that. So that's, you get a decent attack force for under 30 food, and yeah. So here, I'm just waiting for that spire to pop up. I got my Zerglings ready to go, and I send 2 out to scout. I send 1 to each Zelnaga watchtower. For the Zerg, the Zelnaga watchtowers are a great help. I know they're a great help for every race, but when you're able to run across the map with your Zerglings at an extremely fast pace with metabolic boost, it's just it's an unbelievable help when you can scout a large chunk of the map with a singular unit. So at this point, I believe my spire is finished, and currently I am just waiting to build my Mutalisks. So at this point, I am unsure of what my opponent is doing. I believe that they have expanded into their natural expansion, but I don't believe they have built a large output of Zerglings and are probably teching up to get Broodlords. Possibly. That is a very common strategy for Zerg players. It's usually Hydralisk, Mass, or you get a couple Broodlords and just swarm, because the Broodlord strategy, which I will be creating a video on after this, is very effective, especially against Protoss players, which I'll also comment on in my next video. So here, I made a little mistake, and my Overlord was in the way of me trying to select my attack group. So as we can see, I move up to the opponent's ramp, and I have it on player cam, by the way, so I'm not actually controlling. And I see the foundation of a natural expansion. He just has his hatchery up, so it's not much to deal with. Also, he's building a building right below it, which I'm unsure of what it is. The little broodlings are actually pretty nasty when you're destroying an opponent's hatchery. They do quite a bit of damage. As we see, they're all still behind my Zerglings, but they die fairly fast. More due to the fact that they're on a timer than they actually are fairly strong. Here we see my opponent using spine crawlers to attempt to defend his base, and they're not very effective, especially since he has them uprooted. I don't even think they may get off 1 or 2 attacks each before they get destroyed by my Zergling Mutalisk combo. Here I surround the queen, and at this point I noticed that my opponent had basically no defense whatsoever, which is fairly, for lack of a better term, pathetic at 12 minutes into the game. And we see that he had about 12 Zerglings and 2 spine crawlers. Here I take out his hatchery, or lair, whichever it was, and just begin to tear apart his buildings and kill his workers. We see a roach that pops up. He doesn't last long. And then my units continue to harass his workers and start to take out his buildings. At this point, the match is over. As soon as I killed the Zergling force, the match was over. And if you notice in my base, in the minimap, I haven't even started to create reinforcements in case I don't finish him off, because I just know that there's going to be no retaliation from my opponent. If you want, leave a comment and I can upload another video just commenting on my opponent's strategy and basically point out the errors in what he did in this match. And if that's a common thing that you guys would like, then I can continue with that. It's nice to see both sides of a battle, especially in an RTS. It helps to show you different areas and strategy, etc. So anyways, yeah, leave a comment. At this point the match is over, and I'd just like to say thanks for watching, and it was nice talking to you guys. Please rate, comment, or subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later with my next video.